Hi, I'm Claire, and this is my story.
I'd like to just tell you about our hope story with our daughter Claire. Claire, she's not a bad kid, never has been a bad kid, but she was definitely had a spiritual battle going on. She'd had a lot of past hurt from other believers, and had just kind of decided that Christianity was not for her, because if that's how a Christian acts, that wasn't the life for her. And we felt like, almost like we've been lied to, that you hear if you train your children in the way they should go, then that everything's going to work out just fine. And we did everything right. We brought them to church. We prayed before meals. We talk about Jesus in our home, and we did all of the things that were right. And we just weren't seeing the fruit of that with her. And we just we kept praying. And if I'm really honest, it started to feel hopeless. Like there was no use in, things weren't going to change.
I was just miserable all the time. I didn't really enjoy anything anymore. The only thing I really liked was music. I didn't really like anything else. I felt like I had no hope. I didn't really think I had a purpose in life. I didn't really know what I was going to do. I didn't have any plans or really anything.
So in the meantime, Ken keeps telling me that youth camp is coming up and he'd love for Claire to come. And you all know Pastor Ken and what an exuberant personality he has. And he kept saying, oh, Claire would love youth camp. She'll love youth camp. It's so great. It's just going to be the best experience for her. She's going to love it. And I thought, do you even know Claire? Do you even really, have you met Claire? She's not going to enjoy this. And so I kept, listening to him I'm thinking that's not going to happen. Fast forward less than 24 hours later, I'm texting Ken and said, when's the last that you need to know? When's the absolute last ditch minute notice? And he said, if you show up Monday morning, we'll sign the paperwork and we'll go. So I signed her up for camp.
So the first day we got to camp, we were unloading all of our stuff from the bus, getting situated. We had Hatch for the night. So I went there, I was still really mad at my mom. So I just I hate this. But when we went into Hatch, I was still hating it. But then they're playing the songs, I haven't sung in 2 years. So when we went in there, the first songs, oh, these are terrible. But then a song that John Traylor, he it changed my life. I started singing. I'm in my mind I'm holy crap, what's going on? Why am I doing this? But then during Ron Jor's sermon, I'm just I need to talk to Pastor Chip. So then after that we had large group devotion. And so after that, I just, went up to Pastor Chip and, can we, talk sometime tomorrow? So we went over there, we sat down, he asked, what did I want to talk about? So we talked, we went over the 3 circles together. He asked where I thought I was in the 3 circles. I obviously said brokenness. And so he was okay, he's so do you want to get saved? I said yes. And then, just as soon as I finished that prayer, I just felt immediate peace. I finally felt like I had hope in life. I felt all of a sudden felt like I had a purpose.
For me, as soon as she came home from camp, the house continued to feel different while she was gone, but after she came home, it continued to feel different because I was understandably a little nervous. Thought, she's gone and had this great camp experience, but that doesn't mean that anything's going to change for us. And it definitely did. I could definitely see the fruit of Christ in her life. She's more receptive to the Lord's leading in her life, whereas before that was just not something that she was even willing to entertain. And she's happier. She she was just absolutely miserable for, and now she has the hope and the peace and the happiness of Christ. Thank you for giving. Thank you for investing in our youth. Thank you for teaching Sunday school, rocking babies in the nursery, being a smiling face, saying hello, and just being our church family.